So first of all, thank you to the committee for accepting us our presentation, which is going to be quite theoretical, but I must say that it's based on the data arc project, which I will explain later on. So first part, landscape archaeology. As you may all know, when we talk about landscape archaeology, we may refer to the spatial analysis of landscapes. We may also refer to studying settlements, or to, if we change lands for seascapes, then we should, or we may study maritime societies, island people. We may also try to reconstruct the environmental past of a landscape. And in reality, what we are doing in one way or another is to uh, study the socioeconomic past. But landscape archaeology is also phenomenology. And in this sense, it's kind of trying to understand that a landscape is live and sense. We may also understand that there are different perceptions of the landscape, which may refer to ideological or cognitive differences, which is a synchronic process. But we may also understand that there are different perceptions of landscapes, of the same landscape through time, which is a diachronic process, something which connects us with the study of symbolism, of the history and archaeology of beliefs too. So landscape archaeology, in what we understand today, tries to go deep into understanding how what we see today is a evolutionary process of the socioeconomic system, but also the environmental uh, system. And this kind of understanding of landscapes connects us very well with human ecodynamics. So, what are human ecodynamics? Well, some people call it a paradigm. I'm not quite sure if we can really say that it is paradigm, but for the sake of being precise, let's call it for now paradigm, and is the historical and long-term study of the interrelationship between humans and environment through both space and time, assessing the agency that both these entities have on each other. In other words, human ecodynamics is the study of human natural systems. What it is of interest for us today is also that human ecodynamics represents an entanglement of disciplines, which points towards holdings. Because for really getting into human ecodynamics, we should use historical ecology, ecological history, landscape and environmental archaeology, anthropology, environmental humanities, ecology, geology, computational sciences, and many others in reality. Which are the main features of human ecodynamics? Well, the theoretical features are that it gives agency to both humans and non-humans, something that connects us with Latourian actor network theory. And it represents a theoretical understanding that there is a synergy among different entities interacting in landscapes. It also represents a non-linear approach of causality. It, it also represents an approach which acknowledges that there are different hierarchical, spatial, and temporal scales affecting landscapes, something that connects very well with entropy and the exchange of matter. And in this sense, it dismantles simplistic models of cause and effect. Here you can see one part of this written by James Macleod, which is arguably the first one in coining the term of human ecodynamics. Just to reflect a little bit on it, you can see that he emphasizes the entanglement between different structures, the exchange of energy, that there are continual feedbacks between humans and non-humans, and continual interactions. And it's also important for archaeology because this theoretical framework allows us to have a new analytical approach. Human ecodynamics also nuances two different visions about reality, because on the one hand, we have a more traditional vision which emphasizes that humans and nature are two different ontological realms. But on the other, posthumanism, or one branch of it, emphasizes that we humans are just one part of a big ontological realm, which is nature. Well, in reality, although human ecodynamics do not tries to resolve this division, it offers some nuances because it presents the existence of a mutual relationship between humans and non-humans. The question, nonetheless, remains open, and we should try to answer it through our research. And in this sense, to sum up, human ecodynamics connects really well with landscape archaeology in that it tries also to create an integrated history of humans and nature as a global system, emphasizing a co-evolutionary process. So to sum up, one of the most important, if not the most important feature of human ecodynamics is that this emphasizes on an integrated history using a coherent framework where to merge different disciplines makes the case for working within a big data framework. So how do we apply this to archaeology or to landscape archaeology? In a general level, human ecodynamics enhance our own understanding of what a landscape is and how it evolves through time. It also offers us the opportunity for changing our gaze towards a total scale of the landscape, not just focusing on one side and its environs, but to understand a landscape in its whole sense. It also offers us the opportunity for enlarging our chronospatial frame. And in this sense, the long durée takes a new sense or gain its power. So, in other words, human ecodynamics open our gaze and open up the space for using much more data. How do we apply this? Well, I'm bringing here the case of the DataArc project, which drawn substantially on NABU, the North Atlantic Biocultural Organization. In the DataArc, we're trying to construct a computational ontology that represents the human ecodynamics of the North Atlantic. We're trying to do this using the data generated over 25 years of research carried out by the members of NABU. In the process of developing this computational ontology, I have come across two main features which are important for landscape archaeology. The first one is that with these cyber tools, we can combine and map multiple data sets in a new, meaningful way, approaching to a more synergetic interrelationship between different entities. Of course, in this computational ontology, we merge human and non-human data. And in this sense, computational ontologies offers us the opportunity of have a more ontological comprehension of human ecodynamics and, of course, of landscapes. This also open up the opportunity for moving towards new kinds of research, which is a kind of research that is more similar to transdisciplinary or post-disciplinary proposals. For example, here you can see two different proposals at the left from environmental anthropology, and Abu Wright from environmental humanities, which tries to combine multiple disciplines in a coherent framework for understanding how humans and non-humans interact through time. So, just to finish, I'm not. I don't want to finish with a kind of conclusion. I would like to remain quite open the last remarks. Uh, Human ecodynamics offers us the opportunity of moving towards a wider and more complex understanding of landscapes as historical but also ontological constructions. It also offers us the opportunity of moving from epistemology towards ontology. In this case, computational ontologies are of great aid to this end. It also offers us both computational ontologies and human ecodynamics the opportunity for better understanding climate dynamics and processes of anthropization. And finally, if we are to move towards new venues of disciplinary integration, both human ecodynamics and computational ontologies offers us the opportunity for looking at our research through a disciplinary hierarchy lens. And in this sense, following Carol Cranley's concept of toolbox, disciplines should be used or understood as toolboxes, as a whole toolbox for resolving first ontological questions. That is, what is human, what is not human, and how they have a interrelationship between both. My question here is, do you all think that we are moving towards trans or post-disciplinarity in a good way, or that we should take a seat and rethink again all that we do? Thank you.